Boom! Welcome.
Shakalaka.
Welcome. Yeah, boom shakalaka like it's NBA Jam. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite nerdy podcast, and that is Comic
X Weeb.
I am your host, James, aka Comics for Cheap, aka hashtag send it to James, aka I finally got Mr. Speedo himself, and I just had to show it off a little bit. So there you go. That's my background piece for today is Mr. Speedo, and I got my lovely co-host here with me.
It's your boy Chris, aka
What is this?
Cold water.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Talk
Super
to
cold.
him.
Super
Talk
cold.
that shit.
That's something very important to talk about.
Talk that shit.
That tour hitting hard. It's coming soon, coming real soon. Because your boy, I'm talking to John, and you know what I'm saying, talking to Meek Mills,
okay.
and you know what I'm saying, talking to homie Drew. We got some fire coming, and
Right.
like I said, we got that rap battle coming up real soon too. That's hitting real soon.
Real soon.
I want y'all. I want to be ready because I'm about to hit you with some of the coldest bars you've ever heard in your life.
On the real, I've gotten back into watching battle rap recently, like more like I used to. And dude, these dudes come up with some clever shit, man. I'll tell you.
Think their shit is clever? Wait till you hear mine.
Okay.
Super cold. Like
Okay.
I said, it got coldest. So you're gonna be like, oh my god, this man is sick.
I hope
sick,
so.
Sick, nasty.
I want to see you do the rounds, like take over, grind time, and don't flop, and King of the Dot. And I just want you to be like 3-time champ all at the same time of all 3 leagues of the biggest leagues. You know what I mean? Right. I don't even think it's grind time. I think it's it's URL now. It's like the Ultimate Rap League or whatever the fuck they call it. Run by that dude Smack. Yeah, so you got to take the 3 at the same time, right? And then that's when you drop your album.
Don't worry. Super cold got you, bro.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. All right. So today we are launching the 36th episode. We apologize for not being with you last week. There were some work-related things to take care of. But today we are back.
We apologize for that, guys. We back, though. But, man, it was tough. But we back. We back.
Some shenanigans, as expected around the holiday time. But we're back, and we're going to talk about some Hawkeye stuff. And some other stuff. Hit that like button whether you're catching us live or on the replay. We appreciate it. Smash it. Hit the subscribe. All that usual nonsense. And let's just jump in. So Disney Plus launched or started, I guess, the Hawkeye show last week before, and they dropped 2 episodes at once, and then the 3rd episode last week. We haven't been able to talk about it because we haven't been live since it came out. So
they dropped 2. Okay.
Yeah. So they dropped 2 on the first day, 1 on the on last week, 4th episode. So we're already halfway through because it's only 6 episodes. So we're already halfway through this series. And the 4th episode drops tomorrow, I guess, if you want to stay up till 3 a.m. If you're East Coast, it drops at 3 a.m. Tonight. So
and of course, Hawkeye gets the shortest end of the stick. You only get 6 episodes. Like, come on now.
Well, yeah. How many did WandaVision get though? I feel like it wasn't
WandaVision. Wasn't she like 8 or 9 or 10? Maybe
was it 8 or 9? Yeah. Okay. So I guess it is. Well, Winter Soldier. I think they're all around that like 6
around
to 10.
that time. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So I mean, it is a shorter one. Hawkeye did kind of get a little shafted, no pun intended. But it was I feel like, and I was what I was saying to you before we jumped on. I feel like it's worth so far a watch through at least once. I haven't had like I need to watch that a second time because I missed all this stuff, or like, oh man, that was so crazy, I just have to watch it again type of thing. So I mean, while it has been decent for me, uh and I started reading the Fraction run as well, and it does have a lot of parallel kind of storylines too. But so while it's been decent, it hasn't been like so good that I have to watch it again. Oh, I can't wait till it ends and I watch it all the way through again. Like, no, at least not yet. Maybe some crazy shit's gonna pop off in these next 3 episodes. We're gonna be like, Chris, you gotta watch it right now. Like, you gotta.
Okay.
But as of yet, not so much. So we kicked off kind of introducing Kate Bishop. They changed her origin story a little bit. Instead of like being rescued by Hawkeye personally, she's like in her house apartment while I should say, by the way, that we're gonna go into this show. So if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert.
Yes.
So she's watching the event, the Battle of New York, basically. So she sees Hawkeye like take out a bunch of aliens, be badass on the top of the building, you know, that little stint that he had. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And she loves it. And then her dad dies. And just boom, there's an explosion. You know, just shit's going on. It's the Battle of New York. Some stuff happens. Her dad dies. They were having financial problems, I think was kind of like the theme right before that.
Oh, whatever. So I got you. He killed himself because of that. I got you.
Yeah, killed himself. Yeah. So then we jump forward. And
so how
Kate
old
Bishop,
is she then when she's watching this? She must be really
young.
Oh,
she's a child. Yeah, she's a child. Yeah. And then I think that the rest, like present day, is actually like 2 years after the events of Endgame. So it's like it's the furthest forward yet. Like it's supposed to be past even like the Spider-Man No Way Home movie, everything like that.
Is it really?
Yeah. So yeah, I do also want to point out, it's pretty cool, the opening credits and everything. Like the artwork greatly resembles the Fraction run, just by like the covers and stuff. So the opening credits pays a nice little homage to that. But anyways, yes, so we have her as a kid, you know, boo-hoo, she lost her dad. She has to grow up just with her mom, who apparently she was not like the biggest fan of, or whatever. They just didn't seem to mesh as well as her and her dad did. But she's like at college now. She's doing like whatever trick shots. You know, she uses an arrow to ring a bell on campus that ends up destroying like the bell tower. So it's kind of like a little humor.
Oh, excuse me.
What was that?
Just Steve.
Yeah. Okay. So she rings the bell, brings down the bell tower. Haha, very funny. Then we see Clint in New York, and this actually was amusing. He goes to that little Steve Rogers musical, and he's sitting there watching the musical and everything, and like kind of watching the events go down. It's almost like, you know, if you remember in one of the Thor movies where Loki puts on like a play kind of based off his life or whatever. So it's kind of like that, where it's just silly. But he has to sit there and watch and be like, this is not how this happened type of thing.
This is bullshit.
While they're all like singing and dancing like Broadway style. And so it gets so bad for him that at one point he turns his own hearing aid off and goes to the bathroom. And then on the urinal is written, Thanos was right, which was pretty funny. Can you imagine like all the shit that you've been through, having to stop Thanos twice, and then like you go to a Steve Rogers musical, whatever, or you go to the bathroom and written on the toilet, Thanos was right.
And then you look at it and you sit there and you think to yourself, maybe he was.
Yeah, maybe he was. Yeah. Maybe I should have left all you motherfuckers, you ungrateful bitches, dead.
So, okay, if you was Hawkeye and you seen this happen, or you was your own hero, and you go to this play and you see this popping off, would you stop the play and be like, or at least just get up on stage and be like, this is bullshit. This is not what happened.
Nah, man. I wouldn't go.
What if they made you the biggest punk in the world on it? Would you do it then?
I'm not gonna like interrupt a performance.
Okay.
I mean, maybe if they have me like getting butt fucked or something, like I'll be like, that is not the position I got fucked in.
All right. Yep. Heard it first.
Look. I got Speedo Man back here behind me supporting me. So.
You know what he ready to do.
He knows.
Put you a blonde wig on.
I wouldn't interrupt a Broadway musical. No. I mean, that's silly. I would be kind of pissed about the Thanos was right thing. Like, if you really like truly believed in what you were doing and stopped this motherfucker, not just once, but twice, and then someone who probably got snapped back is the one who wrote that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I get what you mean, but it is an interesting thing because I would be like, I fully understand Thanos' mindset, so I would be like, I understand he needs to be stopped, but I would definitely be like, yeah, I get where he's coming from. So I don't know. We do have a population issue.
Yeah, I mean we do, but
I'm saying in their universe, especially. I mean, if I'm in there and I'm a hero, I kind of see where he's coming from in the end game of his mindset. I get where he's coming from, so I'll be like, I kind of get where you're coming from. He would probably try to use me then. He'll be like, he understands this is my time to take one of them.
Right?
You might have to fight. I don't know.
When he's in the bathroom, though, he's taking a piss, and some dude, like, it's a whole line of urinals, right? And some dude walks up and stands like right next to him while he's taking a piss and asks for an autograph or a picture or whatever. Like, while he's got his dick in his hands. I'm like, dude.
It's only it can get even more awkward is when he's asking you. He looks down at your dick. He's like, "I need an autograph."
No, he's like, "Hey, bro.
And you're like, "What are you doing? I gotta see if you're really packing."
Look, can you sign my dick? I'm just look.
Yo, here's a pen. Just sign it right here.
Yeah, I want to get your signature tattooed on my dick. So here's a Sharpie. Yeah, this actually happened. That's canon.
That is canon.
That is factual. Yep. So yeah, we're jumping back and forth between Clinton and Kate. Mm-hmm. But Kate does end up I think the first episode she ends up at like this high society auction that her mom and her mom's new boyfriend, who is the swordsman, they kind of are involved with. And I mean, I know in the comic book they have an auction, but the auction is for like a videotape of Clint killing somebody. And so like they're all after this videotape. In this auction, however, that's not the case. They are after mainly like the Ronin costume, and the Ronin sword, and I think there was like a Triceratops head or skull, and not the whole head, but like a skull. So just like your typical black market shit.
Of course.
Yeah. So it's being run. You kind of get your first introduction of the tracksuit gang mafia, whatever it is. The swordsman is kind of dope. Yeah, he's got a wicked mustache going on. So like whether it's real or not,
mustache.
I'm really a mustache.
Mm-hmm.
That mustache. And the watch. Yeah, there was like a watch that they were kind of interested too, which apparently, I guess, according to Jesse here, is a Kang reference. I missed that reference, so I didn't know it was a Kang reference. Is it just because it's time? I don't know. You'll have to fill me in on that one, Jesse. But yeah, so Kate is like there, she's kind of seeing what's going down. Some shit just kind of pops off, and she puts on the Ronin costume. She's like, I'm gonna kick some ass. And not really knowing what the costume is or what it means. And she proceeds to have her ass handed to her. Clint then shows up because he kind of sees like there's news traction. I'm probably skipping some stuff here, but she's the Ronin sword gets stolen by the swordsman during the kerfuffle. And so basically Clint had to show up and save her ass at the end of the episode from a bunch of the tracksuit dudes, and then unmasks her, and he's like, oh, come on, when he sees that it's Kate Bishop, a teen girl that's wearing the costume. So yeah, there's your episode 1. How do you feel so far, Chris?
Wow, that sounds boring as fuck.
Well, I tried my best to give the breakdown.
Yeah, so far definitely not convinced to go watch this because that sounds terrible. But
Okay.
so question is, I don't know how I feel about it being so if it is the furthest away. I don't know if I'm a fan of that one because you got the Spider-Man movie coming up. And if you got it so far away, doesn't that kind of take away some of the edge a little bit?
Of like, is it gonna
Because if they're all in
the world type
if
thing?
it all takes place in the same universe, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it takes away some of the edge of Spider-Man situation.
Right.
Because his big threat's supposed to be here, and we all know it's going to work out in the end overall, but still.
Right.
I don't know. I would have probably not had this be past that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. Like, it does kind of say, in a way, everything is gonna work out as far as timeline goes. Like, they're not gonna destroy reality as we know it.
Yeah, because it's like the Dragon Ball Super effect, where everything, as of right now, is still supposed to end with the end of Z, and at the end of Z, everything, we knew everything worked out for Goku and Vegeta and them, and Goku went on to take Oob, and they went on the train, and then that was the end. That was the end of Z. Everything in Super happens before the end of Z. So every time a big villain or a big event goes down, whether it's time, whether it's people being deleted, you always know it's going to work out at the end because Goku and Vegeta was fine. And we know how the end of Z happened. And that's what everybody brings up like, oh man, this is crazy. There's a tournament of power that if you lose, your universe gets erased. But wait a minute, the end of Z still canon. So, and of course it all worked out.
Gotcha. Yeah, it does take a little bit of that away, but I mean, we kind of know, like you were saying, like we kind of know Spider-Man and Doctor Strange are going to make things right. So Jesse says that the watch is the auction lot number 268, and from the Avengers compound wreckage, which is a reference to Avengers 268, which is a big Kang story. Wow, that's a deep reference that I definitely didn't catch on the watch. So good job to you. But let's be real. Did you figure that out, or did you read something on the internet that figured that out? Because like I feel like there are a lot of like every time they throw a number or they have like a list of names or whatever, like they'll flash that shit so fast that it's just like I'm not gonna know that off the top of my head. But if you're gonna sit down and like really be the internet sleuth, I guess you could kind of figure some of that stuff out. But that is pretty cool that they're using little Easter eggs like that as far as like numbers, issue numbers go. So that's cool. And of course, tying it all in as far as like the universe with Kang and everything like that. I can't take all the credit. Definitely took it from some YouTube sites. Okay, all right, there you go. Street food. Norm says even Dragon Ball Super is adopting this multiverse theory. So many Gokus.
No, I mean he's right, but like, because I mean that's what happened in Super, where they put it to a situation where Zamasu from another multiverse took over the body of Goku, and then he used that body to destroy like all the gods and stuff in his universe by killing their okay, it was very interesting because he couldn't like fight Beerus head on because Beerus would have just literally erased him. So he was like, okay, Beerus is connected to the Supreme Kai. The Supreme Kai is an idiot. Earth Supreme Kai is a complete idiot. So if he dies, though, Beerus dies because of their connection. So he killed off the Supreme Kais to get rid of the gods of destruction. And then he was like the all facto leader, basically, in Trunks' timeline. So yeah, no, he's 100% right. It's all about there's a lot of multiverse crap going on in Dragon Ball. Okay. But I mean, everybody does it, right?
Y'all just wait till Goku shows up in the MCU, though.
Bro, and he gonna come up in there, he gonna spank everybody, bro.
What's more nerdy, comics or anime? Because some of this anime shit sounds mad nerdy. I would say they're both pretty nerdy. It's just a matter of like what you're a fan of more, I guess, right?
If and then the thing about the nerdy thing, I always hate when I hear that in the sense of, okay, you could say everything's nerdy then. Because look at football. Viking fans are sitting there with their shirts off and their clothes off in below temperature weather with Viking spelled out with their idiot friends drunk and screaming.
Facts.
That's nerdy too. That's just like somebody dressing up as Superman or something. That's just as nerdy.
I played music in high school and was
your health.
called a nerd
So
for that.
it's like all sports fans could be considered nerdy because sports fans are extremely crazy.
Sports fans, music fans.
Fans.
It's just everyone. We're all nerds, dude. It's
exactly.
all good.
It's all basically nerdy if you want to be honest with you.
So we're back. We're in episode 2 now.
Episode 2. Let's see this right here.
Clint and Kate are kind of treating their wounds. There's some couple of little funny references of how mortal they are. I guess they're not like they kind of play on the fact that they. Yeah, exactly. So they play on the fact that they are like the weakest fucking Avengers because they don't have any like healing factors or superpowers or magic or any of that shit that everybody else has. So they just have to go to fucking like CVS to get bandages and like alcohol swabs and like shit like that to like clean themselves up. So I thought that was kind of funny.
I would have been like, hold on, young lady, you're not an Avenger, so don't put this on me. Yet. I am an Avenger.
In the comics, she had already been like around this time. She had already been replaced Hawkeye while Hawkeye was Ronin and that kind of thing. But of course, for MCU timeline goes, that's not the case. She's in training right now, basically. She's also a lot more like they're already friends type of thing in the comics, at least the Fraction run. While here, Clint is very annoyed by the fact that he's got to deal with this chick now because she showed up in the Ronin costume. So a couple of little differences there. Also the dog. Thank God that they changed this from the comics because I would have been really depressed. But in the comics, the dog is like hit by a car, and Clint is the one to take him to the hospital and get him fixed up and everything. So you don't think he's gonna survive, but in the show, he's already gone through that, and they just save him from getting hit by a car. Thankfully, because I don't want to see the dog die though.
Lame. See, you're losing me more and more here. You're losing me more and more.
I'm losing you because they don't kill a dog. That's fucked up, bro. Come on, son.
I know you ain't talking about what's fucked up and what's not fucked up, but okay.
Look, shit that happens to people is fair game. The dog, though, leave the dog out of it. I can joke about, just crazy shit happening to the people in these episodes, but the dog though, man, come on, come on. All right, so anyways, they go back, they try to reclaim the suit and like the sword and everything like that. They don't find it. They don't have any luck, but they figure out that a fireman stole it and he uses it for like some kind of weird role play. Yeah, cancel James. That's right. He's using it for some weird role play thing in the park. Do you see the movie Role Models?
Kinky role play?
No, have you seen the movie Role Models with like Stifler and Paul Rudd and
I don't remember. I might have, but I don't remember.
And McLovin was in it from Superbad. No, okay. Well, they do this weird like live action role play, kings and queens and all that shit, sword fighting in the park type shit. So that's basically where the costume has now ended up. He's wearing the Ronin costume, role playing some kings, queens, whatever fucking fantasy game in a park, and Hawkeye has to go and get the costume back. But the dude's like, nah, you gotta fight me for it. Hawkeye's like, no. He's like, I'm not gonna
say no.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna fight you for it. He's like, no, you gotta pretend or whatever. And he's like, and you gotta let me win if you want. So they clown Hawkeye in a way where he has to lose in a live action role play sword fight to this dude.
But why though?
Ronin costume. I don't know.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, come on now. Like, see, that is punking Hawkeye out here. Because I don't give a damn. That dude would have been like, you gotta lose. No, I don't.
Yeah.
You gotta fight me fake. No, I don't. Let me tell you what's gonna actually happen. Either you give me the suit willingly without your bones being broken, or I'll break your bones and take the suit off your broken bones. The choice is yours. Because either way, I'm getting that suit and I'm walking out of here. So if you really want to go down, we're going to go down, but you're going to be the one going down.
I think at some point he does get kind of fed up and he says something to that effect, like either we're going to walk out, we're going to walk away two different ways. I don't remember exactly what he says, but he does start to get a little like frustrated. But they definitely punk Clint with that scene where he has to be
like that, yeah?
where he has to be fake hitting.
Yo, dude, they disrespected him in the What If. They disrespected him here. Like, what's going on with this recent Hawkeye hate?
Look, I mean, we all know, we've all been saying since the first Avengers movie when we saw him working for Nick, that like he's a punk. Like, what does he do? So I guess they're like kind of playing on that a little bit. It just kind of like
I mean, don't get me wrong, it is true because at the end of the day, everything he can do, it's kind of hard to say that that Black Widow can't do it just as good, if not better.
Facts.
So it's like
and he's definitely missing Black Widow.
He's that guy who's just there. He's not as cold as she can be, but outside of that, like she could probably do everything you could do better than you.
I can do everything better than you.
Yeah. So it's like we could probably get rid of you and we'll be okay.
Right. He definitely misses Nat though. I think Nat has come up a couple of times now.
I mean, of course he does. She was like his best friend.
Yeah, like little references here and there. That he misses her and he kind of has like the PTSD of watching her die and everything like that. So he is definitely struggling with that to kind of make him more of make him more human in the show. Is that they are showing him
better? Even worse, not better, even worse that he want tough enough to just knock her out completely and then be like, this ain't happening.
Yeah. I definitely thought, but I think we already talked about that, but I definitely thought that that's how it was going to go down in the movie, but it is
that he was going to stop her, like completely stop her.
Yeah, that he was going to die. Like he was going to die.
I knew he wasn't going to die. My biggest thing with how I knew he wasn't for sure is that I already heard the whispers of this going to be her last role. So when I saw the setup, I was like, oh yeah, she's definitely dying. Like she's
gotcha.
Because she's done with this role, outside of her movie, obviously, but outside of that, like she's just basically it. So I was like, oh, she's done.
Gotcha. So while Clint's doing that thing, Kate goes back home and meets her mom's new boy toy, the swordsman, Jack Duquesne. Is that what his name is? In the comic books, Jack is the one who actually trains Clint as far as like everything. Basically turns him into a weapon. Here, obviously, he is still alive and well, and I don't think that's the way they're going to do as far as, like, I don't think anyway. I mean, it could be. That would be pretty cool to have, like, a nice, like, sword fight between the swordsman and Hawkeye to kind of, like, battle it out towards the end. I don't think that's what they're going to do, but, it could. You never know, but basically, Kate is like, hey, you shady as fuck. Like, I feel like you probably killed some people with that with the sword and that kind of shit. Like she's kind of hinting at it, and he's like, why? Or she goes, why don't we fence right now? We could get some fencing stuff together and see how good you really are with the swords that you have decorated our place with. And so he obliges and puts on the fencing goofy uniform, and she beats him like 2 or 3 times or whatever, like lands a point. I don't fucking know fencing. They fight and she sticks him a couple of times and she's like, why aren't you trying? Like, why are you letting me win type of thing? And he's like, I'm not. Like, you legit are really good, blah 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 blah, you're beating me. And then so when he turns his back or whatever, she goes to like stab him in the face type of thing, and he easily like turns and flips the sword right out of her hand and just kind of like shows a small piece of who he is. So that's why I'm kind of excited if he does actually get like a real throwdown. I know obviously he's gonna throw down with someone. They wouldn't just use this character for nothing, I hope. But it would be really cool if it was like him versus Ronan or like Hawkeye or whatever. So I guess we'll see if that pays off in the end. But for that, it
Right.
was just like a little like, hey, you're not who you say you are because you just fucking like you did that with like effortlessly, basically just disarmed her with his back turned while she was lunging for his face. So
Right.
there was that. And
That's a
then
punk move by her to do that too, though.
well, she was trying to prove a point.
Whatever. What if she's wrong?
Then I guess he gets stabbed in the face with
That's
the
the thing
fencing
of like
sword.
you can say, oh, well, she's young, she don't understand. But what if she's wrong? Because I feel that in the
Will the
sense when
fencing
she was
sword
on it,
like really
she
do?
probably wouldn't have been able to stop herself.
Will the fencing sword really do permanent damage though? It's not like they were fighting with real
Who
swords.
cares if you stab somebody in the face with anything? Do you want to be stabbed in the face?
No, but you know, it'll be all right. You'll walk it off, bro. It'll be okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So let's see. We get a little intro of Echo at the end too.
Mm.
So yeah, now we get to talk a little bit about Echo. So somehow fucking I don't really remember exactly. Somehow Clint gets captured by the tracksuit goofballs who talk
What the
exactly
fuck?
when you read the Matt Fraction run, they are hilarious the way that they talk. They say bro like every other word. So
Bro.
they image
Matt
bro.
Riddle, baby. Yeah, bro.
So they do kind of put that into the show a little bit. It cracks me up. They're like, because they're Russian and saying bro like all the time because they think that's how they're supposed to talk. Shit cracks me up. But
Gotta
yeah,
be
so they
hip,
get
bro.
caught and they're like questioning him about the Ronin costume, like where's Kate Bishop, blah 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 blah. Kate Bishop is Ronin. And he's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And then Kate Bishop crashes through the ceiling when she's like trying to rescue him. And he's like, great. So now we're both caught. And then they go to get the boss, or you know who they say is the boss, and that's where we get Echo turning around, and it's like boom, Echo, and she's in like super like a really red room, I think to kind of like little homage to Daredevil type of thing because obviously that's where she comes from. But yeah, so then boom, there's Echo, and that's how that episode ended. So there you go, episode 2. How you feeling, Chris?
And that was the end of that episode, huh?
Yeah. I probably
Wow.
explained that terribly, but
No,
it's
I
the gist
fully
of it.
believe you're explaining this better than you are giving yourself credit for. You are setting it up just how you know what, man? I got to give you credit though, bro. Because honestly, I had like a super low level. Honestly, I had like a really low level of this series. And after hearing episode 1 and 2, I can honestly be like, you know what? My level's even lower now. Like, like straight up garbage. Like, I'm loving this, man, but this sounds so boring to me. Like, what the
It
hell?
did
Like,
definitely start slow for sure.
like, no offense, but like, you need to really come out super hard to make a Hawkeye series really that interesting.
Right.
And then you got villains like Echo, and it's like, no offense, she was not like her most interesting stuff was when she first showed up, and then it's been nothing but downhill since, and she's not even that interesting to begin with.
Echo, okay,
A
so
bootleg female Taskmaster, like she
yes.
is the great choice version of him.
The great value.
The great value. I always say choice. I don't know what the fuck. She's the great value version of him, bro. Like, oh man, it's just like in the Invincibles, bro. Just like when that great value version of Wonder Woman was there, and we had the great value Flash, and we had Fish Boy, like it was supposed to be Aquaman, right? This dude was an actual fish, yo. It's some sardines on this man. Come on, bro. Come on.
When the fish dude died, I always was like, did they eat him though? Like afterwards?
Yeah,
Or like they roast his ass?
I'll be there. Ain't that too, bro? He got
Bro,
some sardines, bro.
That's like a 200-pound tuna, dude. You could feast on that for a while. You know what I'm saying?
And then they had, I guess she was supposed to be what, female Martian Manhunter? My man just went right through her head.
Yo, that
like,
first
stop
episode,
it, bro, with these discount villains and heroes, bro. Cut that crap out, man. Echo is supposed to make me pop for a damn series. Stop it.
Echo,
her biggest moment, she got her ass whooped and still she got the freaking, the definition of just giving a reward to a loser. I hate to sound that mean with it, but that's the definition of that. You lose, and here's your reward for losing.
Yes.
Like, stop.
Correct. Well, look, she was created in the early 2000s, right? So that makes her what, Gen Z? So I guess, if they wanted to shit on us for giving us participation trophies, there you go. That's the thing. She is in that generation of getting something for nothing.
True.
I sound like my dad right now. All right, so anyways, Echo is exciting for one reason and one reason only, because in the comic books, Echo was trained by the Kingpin, and that's kind of who we're thinking this show may end up like. The whole purpose of the show, or like one of the main purposes of the show, I think, is to introduce Wilson Fisk back to the MCU.
What if it's female Taskmaster who's the head of the group?
Look, we already have a female Taskmaster now.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. She goes back up because she's
two-time champ. She's that good. She's that good that she's the two-time champ.
That's right.
She's Echo and she's Taskmaster. Yo, what if that was the reveal? Like the Taskmaster took off the helmet and it was Echo.
He took off the other helmet and it was Echo. Like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah,
what?
Oh yeah, took off the helmet and his female Taskmaster, and then like takes off a mask, like a skin mask, and it's Echo.
What? You're like, you know what? It explains why you had the discount version of Taskmaster ability. Got you. That explains
why. Shit. That's hilarious.
No, but you're right. It could be cool if it is Kingpin.
I really think it is, and I think it's going to be the same actor because this week we had Kevin Feige confirm that Charlie Cox is going to be Daredevil for the MCU, even though we already kind of knew it, but he just kind of, I guess he got so sick and tired of all the No Way Home leaks that he's just like, fuck it, I'll just say it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got that, and if we get Charlie Cox as Daredevil, 100% we're getting Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, whatever his last name is. It's something Italian. So which is awesome because he did a really good job on the show. I don't think you watched the show though, did you?
I did not.
Which you got to, man. Like,
I will watch the show. I promise you, I will watch the show.
I'm talking shit about Hawkeye, right? You don't have to watch that show, but Daredevil, you gotta watch Daredevil, man. All 3 seasons were pretty solid.
I will
Second one was a little weak, but it introduced Punisher, so I can't be too mad at it. But the first and the third are fucking phenomenal. So Echo, who we're thinking is kind of, and they kind of even hint that there's someone above her, like Clint knows that there's someone above her. And is I don't know if he's showing fear. I can't remember because he's tied up to the chair and like trying not to talk too much to Kate. But he definitely is aware that there is someone above Echo. From his Ronin days where he like,
I was gonna say, that makes sense. For that time frame, he would have learned the information, so that makes sense.
All the mob stuff going down. So we get a little bit of Echo's backstory in episode 3, which was pretty cool. It looked like she was really attached to her dad, similar to Kate Bishop attached to her father. And then like she's returning home one day, and basically Ronin is in the middle of just destroying the tracksuit gang and like just murdering every fucking one of them, including her dad. And so she goes there. Her dad's dying, got his hand on the stomach where he was just stabbed.
My sternum.
Oh, my spleen. And then puts his bloody hand on her face. So it was a nice little like touch, the homage of the handprint on the face. Which was cool. And then then you get boom, Kingpin has the hand on her and like a little chuckle, like, obviously he's the one who's raising her from here on. See her at like the karate practice or whatever, and she's quickly able to watch and imitate fighting styles and moves to take down like the biggest kid in the class type of thing. So you just get a little bit of that. So she comes out swinging in this episode for sure. Has like a little, like wants to relate to Clint because he's got the hearing aid in at first, and then when she realizes that he's not like actually deaf and just kind of wears it, or not like deaf since birth, so he doesn't know like sign language or anything. Then she's like, "All right, fuck this," and goes ham. And yeah, I mean, again, they're punking Clint because
They really are.
she whoops his ass
Oh my God.
in this episode.
Well, don't get
I'll
me
tell you
wrong.
that.
You got to build her up, and you can't. Because I mean, if you would have had her show up and get her ass kicked, then
Right.
it would have been like, oh, okay, why
Yeah.
is she here? I get
Yeah.
that, but at the same time, you should not sacrifice your main baby face like
Right.
that. I wouldn't do that.
It was
Honestly, this show would have been totally different if it was up to me. This would have been basically you learning what this dude was doing when he was Ronin. And I would have been way more interesting. You would have learned him finding out about some of these bigger, higher up mob situations. You would have got Kingpin introduced in a much more badass way. But that's just me. But of course, we have to do it with this Kate Bishop and Echo.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, so we still haven't actually seen Kingpin yet, right? He hasn't 100% been confirmed. We've just seen a hand. We've heard a laugh. Kind of sounds like him. I think it's him.
He would have been confirmed if I would have did this thing.
Yeah.
He would have showed up. He would have been the legit end boss, and you would have known he would have been an end boss.
And hopefully we find out a little more about like Clint's time as Ronin. I feel like that would be, you know, beneficial for us to know or kind of add to the storyline. But I mean, why else would we bring in the Ronin suit and everything, right? I don't know.
To get people to watch this, because a lot of people probably wouldn't have if not.
All right, getting past your hate for a second comes the coolest scene of the 3 episodes so far, which was the car chase. They have like a little tip of the hat to the comics again, where they walk past a 1970 red Dodge Challenger, and that's like the car that Clint really wanted and bought in the comics. So that was really cool. But he's like, I'm not destroying this car. So they go into like the shitty car, and then the gang gets into the Challenger anyway. So it ends up getting destroyed regardless. But
that's
you
funny.
you get to see a little bit of the trick arrows, and Kate is the one kind of firing stuff at this point. So you know, we get to see how they work together a little bit, even though in the comic book Kate is the one driving and Clint is the one shooting. But now we have Clint driving and Kate shooting, I guess, to show that she is actually a decent you know, bowman or bowsman, whatever the fuck they call themselves. But yeah, so bow woman, yeah, gotta be politically correct.
Don't be sexy.
They have some funny trick arrows, you know, stuff go down. Like they don't have them labeled, so she's just firing arrows to see kind of what they do. And so they have some comedic effect to that, but they do end up taking being able to get away and escape. Thanks to, like, it looked like they had like the pin particle where they made like a giant arrow. They shot one arrow and then Clint shot an arrow at it and basically turned it into this fucking massive arrow that just comes down on the car. That part was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that whole scene, it was like half the episode was that car chase and just like the fight that goes down through it. So I thought that was pretty cool. As far as like an action scene, I was like legit invested in it and thought it was dope. I'm pretty sure, I actually don't remember how this episode ends, to be honest with you.
Bro, see, yo, don't even try to sell this. This
Wait. Hold on. I do remember now. I'm sorry. Okay, so they do get away from the tracksuit gang and they're like, wait, what? Like, we need to figure out what the fuck's going on. So they're like, let me break into, or Kate says, let's break into my mom's security system, the Bishop security or whatever, and find out some information on them. They go back to the penthouse to break in and everything. And then Clint's like walking around the apartment and Swordsman comes out of nowhere and puts the Ronin sword to his throat. And that's how it ends. So there you go. So maybe we do get that throwdown in the next episode. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna get like, hey, who are you? Hey, who are you? Type of like, oh, it's a funny misunderstanding type of thing. That's how I feel like it's gonna
I
go
know. Maybe
down.
this guy's not even evil at all. They're just gonna be friends. It's gonna be like they're gonna be friends too.
Nah, dude, not with that mustache. Nuh-uh. There's no way. It's such a good mustache that like I know he's gonna be evil.
So either he's evil or he's a porn star,
Yeah, he's like you might know me by a different name, Ron. And Kate's like, I do in fact know that name. Yes,
right? Jake Longstick.
Yeah.
Kate's like, yeah, I watched a little bit of that before.
Yep, I've seen all your stuff. Big fan, big fan. So yeah, there you go. First 3 episodes explained poorly by me.
No, they're not
But
explained poorly at all, bro. Dude, bruh, your explanation is better than any of these idiots on. No, I'm not calling it idiots, but you get the point. Any of these dudes on YouTube, bro. Like yours is better than all of those bros, bro. Bruh,
dude, you're talking like the
bro,
Trad Tube Dane now. bro.
bro.
I'm telling you, when you read this, you're gonna be laughing because you're gonna instantly be like, "Oh my god!" Just like these Russian dudes, because they like try to even write it where like it's a Russian accent, but then they say "bro" like every other word. Hey, bro. Oh goodness. All right, so there you go. Hawkeye. Hopefully we get the last 3 episodes of a little more action like that car chase. That car chase was dope as hell.
Right.
So if you're gonna watch anything, at least just watch that. Just find the Hawkeye car chase scene and just watch that. But yeah, so that part was dope. The rest of it has just been kind of like, okay, whatever. I'll continue watching, but again, I'm not gonna watch it twice. So far it hasn't been a series that I'm like, oh, this is the best thing that Disney Plus has done so far. So no, nothing like that. But it is, I feel like, worth a watch.
From everything they've done so far, is it the worst?
No. No, I don't think so. I think that
is it the what ifs?
I think. Yeah, what ifs again, but we've already kind of talked
about
that.
But here's the thing. So
but as far as live
what if episodes you liked. Okay, I just want to look at it like this though. From whatever what if episode you like, your favorite what if episode, does any of the Hawkeye episodes match up to that?
Not on. My favorite what if episode was the Doctor Strange one.
So does that match up to that?
Not on that level of like, because that one was just so deep. Like it was just so good. It was so good. It would like I wish all of them had been like that. Because
plus that character will be either in or in both, but it's either going to be in Strange movie or it's going to be in both Spider-Man and Strange movie. But he is going to be in Strange movie, like so he actually plays a role.
Yeah. Which is dope because like I wish all of the what if episodes had been like that episode where it was like that dark, twisted, like because that's what the comics were like. So it was just like
most of the comics are very
this one event. It was like it just sent them on this dark path that they couldn't come back from. And I feel like most of the what if episodes was just like like they nerfed characters and they made it funny and like this and that, and they try to tie it all in like the last 2 episodes of of that first season, and I just I couldn't get behind it. It just didn't interest me like when I was watching. Like the Doctor Strange one captivated me. It held my attention the whole time. The rest of them, like I just found myself fucking with my phone after 5 minutes where I was just like, I don't man, like it's just on in the background type of thing. Like I didn't really care. So yeah, that's just how I feel about the what ifs. But as far as live action ones, so we had WandaVision, right? We had WandaVision.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to say it's the worst because it's not better than WandaVision, I would think.
It wasn't better than WandaVision.
WandaVision was really good suspense builder. And Winter Soldier?
I thought that the car chase was on par with some of the action scenes in Winter Soldier, the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. But overall, so far, no, I didn't think it was as good as that.
But I guess to be fair, we still have to wait till it ends too. So, but yeah, okay, yeah.
What else is there then? What was the other live action show? Loki. No, it's definitely not better than Loki.
Loki, that's right. It's definitely not there.
Yeah, no. So yeah, it might be the worst one so far. But again, it hasn't ended yet, so I don't know. But not like when you say it's the worst so far. Like it hasn't been an absolute pile of dog shit or anything. But it has just not been the best.
I mean, it sounds like some dog shit to me. It sounds pretty bad. But I guess I feel you know. But yeah, it sounds like old Roscoe just came by. I took a big old dump right on my floor, and I just stepped right in it. Like it
Lucky
don't
the pizza
sound
dog
very good. It
just
sounds
took a
very
shit on the
bad
grill.
and annoying. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, it'll probably be better than She-Hulk. I'll put that out there. I'm not excited for She-Hulk. Not after I heard that
I'm
there's
not
going to be
excited for that neither. That
there's going to be
sounds
some singing, apparently some singing parts to She-Hulk, like
Are
little
you serious?
musical numbers
Are you
apparently
serious?
are going to be sprinkled
Bro, what
into
if they
She-Hulk.
job out the Hulk and have my man singing in this movie, in this series?
Hell yeah.
Bruh, hell no.
Bruce Banner.
We've already done enough damage to this man in the MCU. We don't need to have this man
Banner, Broadway singer. Hell yeah, dude. You won't like me when I'm angry.
No. You're right. I won't like you when you sing it neither. And it's time for me to turn this off. Like, bro, yo, as soon as that pops up, I'm like, okay, click. All right. Well, that was something. That was one hell of a series. So whatever that happens from that point to then that's when you lose me. But to be fair, I don't think I'm watching it anyway. So
yeah, I'm not really excited for the She-Hulk one. I am excited for well, we'll have to see what Kamala Khan looks like when we get a trailer for that. It could be all right, probably not. But I am excited for Moon Knight whenever Moon Knight does decide to come around. I am excited for that too. And if they decide to finally bring back around Daredevil and or Punisher, which they have been kind of teasing recently, more than ever, that if we get some more shows of that would be cool. I know John Bernthal has been on a record, or Bernthal, whatever his name is. He's kind of been on record saying, I'm not going to play a nerfed out Punisher. So if that's what they're going to do, I'm not going to do it.
That's the thing. It's the MCU, man. I don't really see them doing a really crazy Punisher. In terms of like, I mean, maybe for a series, maybe, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think they're
I guess it depends on a couple things, right? If we do actually get another Deadpool movie, which I think they said Ryan Reynolds has signed contracts for. And
from my understanding, he's already working on that stuff. So yeah.
So right. So if they keep Deadpool at that caliber, at that level, then I say they're 100% going to keep Daredevil, Punisher, like those dark, grimy, gritty shows. Moon Knight.
Here's the thing, though, with Daredevil, you can get. No, I'm sorry. With the Punisher, you can get. No, sorry. With God, I forgot his name. We just finished saying it. With Deadpool, you can get away with a lot of that stuff because there's so much joking in it too. The Punisher is not really a joke character.
No, he's not a joke. No.
So you don't have the slap nuts comedy to get away with. Whereas so like a lot of it's like it's deaf and all, but it's so much fun to it that it kind of hides certain things. That's not the Punisher at all.
Right.
Like you're not known for the Punisher for cracking jokes and being like, that guy's the jokester right there.
Right. No, not at all.
So that could be a difference. So that might be like, we don't got the jokes to get away with here.
Right.
Unless you team them up with Deadpool, but then it's like that's just a team up. But that still could be interesting.
Could be
interesting. I ain't gonna say I wouldn't want to see that team up, but still.
Right. It could be something because there's been some people talking about like they kind of feed their more mature shows to Hulu since Disney owns part of Hulu or whatever. So they've been saying that maybe they'll do it, but put it on Hulu instead of Disney Plus. Which, I wouldn't be terribly mad at. I just don't like Hulu as a platform. I don't think Hulu can make a show pop like Netflix or Disney Plus or even like Amazon Prime can. So Hulu, I think, is like the wackest streaming platform that exists, period. That's how I feel. They launched the show Hit Monkey, which was fucking phenomenal, but that nobody is talking about it. Nobody is talking about how good that show is because
you're literally the first time I've ever heard that name. So yeah,
right. Right. So Hitmonkey is out. It's on Hulu. It's amazing.
Okay.
And nobody's fucking talking about it because Hulu just fucking sucks a bag of dicks as far as like a streaming platform goes.
Right.
So it would be a little disappointing to have heavy hitting Marvel, like whatever. Like nobody's talking about MODOK. I heard MODOK was good.
I heard that too, but you're right. No one's talking about it. You're
No
right.
one's talking about MODOK, but
Nope.
because it's on Hulu.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, so it's I don't know, man. It's silliness, and I hope that they are able to bring the grit and the grime of these characters and keep them on Disney Plus. But who knows?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. Dang, that's a very good point. I don't know, man. It's just I just worry when it comes to stuff like the Punisher of what they're really gonna do. Because even Daredevil has some really dark stuff in the grand scheme of things. If you really look at
And
a
the
lot of the
show
comics too.
is incredibly dark.
Okay, that makes sense. Because again,
Hmm.
it's Daredevil's pretty dark.
Yo, yo,
Not just because he's blind, but still. um,
bro, hold on. What is with Kingpin's fetish with disabilities? By the way. Yo, I'm saying, dude, he goes after people with disabilities, dude.
Go down this road, but go on.
Yo, Kingpin was like obsessed with Daredevil, and Daredevil's blind. Now he's obsessed with Echo. Echo's deaf. What's gonna be next?
Okay, what about his obsession with Spider-Man?
Spider-Man is I don't know. I can't come up with something on I was gonna say he's dumb, but he's really not dumb.
I'm about to say, I don't think you can say Spider-Man's dumb.
Yeah,
he's not the one you can say is dumb.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's like one of the smarter characters.
Yeah, like even Reed is impressed with Peter's intelligence. So we can't say he's the dumb one.
No,
not him
for sure. But no, and Kingpin's like the performance in the Daredevil show, just top tier.
Good.
Yeah,
I remember you telling me it was so good.
The Bullseye season 3, where I actually ended up watching that whole season twice just because I thought, that's the other one. Is Bullseye, because at least in the show, he's kind of portrayed with a touch of autism. So he's obsessed with Bullseye, and Bullseye's got the autism. So I don't know, man. Kingpin needs to sort out some issues that he's got going on with his obsessions here.
People with disabilities. What's going on with this man?
Yeah, he's using them. He's using these dudes.
Get his fetish off. Get his kick sick rocks off. That's so crazy. I don't know. Yeah, speaking of sick rocks, I don't know why, but when we was talking about bro, I instantly thought of that episode in South Park where Cartman was afraid that Wendy was going to beat his ass after school, so he was trying to figure out a way how to get out of it. So what he did was, right when they were about to get kicked out, he ran to the teacher's desk right before school, like right when it was about the class about to get out. He ran to the teacher's desk, pulled his pants down, took a crap on Mr. Garrison's desk, and then Mr. Garrison just looked over. He's like, "Did you take a shit on my desk, Carmen?" And he's like, "Yeah." What? Yeah. What?
I kind of remember that.
Reminded me of that for some reason. I'm just like,
yeah.
What the hell?
Cartman confirmed in the Tracksuit Mafia.
Bro, what?
Bro, what? Bro,
just take. What you gonna do? Just take a dump on somebody's desk, yo.
I do kind of remember that. That's funny. There's actually a scene in the comic book. So, because remember how we were talking about, like, if you want to fight someone, just get naked. Because who wants to fight someone naked? Yeah, Clint does that. Clint does that shit
catch him off
in
guard,
the comic books.
He or she might be caught off guard.
They will be they were caught off guard in the comic book. That shit was one of the funniest scenes where he's just like, he's naked, whooping ass. And there's like a part where there's a panel where he's like diving across something, and they just put like a Hawkeye head over his dick. Shit. You're gonna read that, you're gonna crack up.
Yes, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so there you go. Some other news, though, however, for as far as Marvel goes, Shang-Chi got confirmation of a sequel. So we're getting
I really like that movie a lot.
There's a couple people that really don't like it, but I thought it was pretty solid overall. I had my issues with it towards the end, whatever, but I liked it. I even watched it for a second time. It hit Disney Plus. So I went ahead and watched it again. And I was like, oh yeah, it still holds up pretty good. So I enjoyed Shang-Chi, so I'm glad it's getting a sequel. And something else was just confirmed for a sequel or something too. I can't remember what it is though. Damn, I don't know. We'll have to I'll have to circle back around it and see if I remember.
I'm excited about Shang-Chi getting a second movie because I like the first one, and honestly, I would have been shocked if they would have left it and it wouldn't have got a part 2, like it wouldn't have got a sequel. I would have been kind of shocked at that. So,
right.
Yeah,
something got confirmed for a third, if I remember correctly. So something that had 2 got confirmed for a 3, I think. Yes, we did talk about the Kevin Feige confirmation, Daredevil, Charlie Cox. Very excited about that. That I feel like also confirms that, you know, Vincent's coming back as Kingpin. So for sure. Yeah, no, I'm with you that Shang-Chi, I'm for it. Give me a sequel. I would love, like, give me either Moon Knight in there with him, because they've had some stuff together, or give me
that's the
Iron.
thing though. Shang-Chi has had stuff with everybody. Like again, and this is what I liked about it, because it gave, I hate to be mean, but Shang-Chi is really like a level C and maybe a B rank hero. Like,
I agree with you.
He's not really like big time at all, but he has done some big time things in terms of, like, he's trained Spider-Man into Spider-Man's like spider food, basically. Like, he trained Spider-Man. He's done so much stuff. So for him, like, I was happy what they did, and they made him seem legitly big time. The way they changed how the rings work and how powerful he is now.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he's one of the heavier hitters. Not like some guy
is like the most powerful person in the MCU now. Maybe outside of like Doctor Strange
and Captain Marvel.
Yeah, fuck Captain Marvel though.
I know, fuck her. I know.
I think she's gonna die. And then, you know, we'll get whoever next. Monica. I'd be okay with Monica being the most powerful. I'd be all right with that.
Show up.
Yeah, until the X-Men show up. Yeah,
then everybody
then it doesn't even matter. Everyone's
it's like it's X-Men go to a whole other level.
Wait, everyone's fucking overpowered then.
He's like, what's up? Who's the strongest? Yeah. Now you braided my hair.
Braid my pubes, bitch. But yeah, either Moon Knight showing up in Shang-Chi or Iron Fist showing up, coming back in, doing him properly. I was gonna say, do you think cool.
Because of how bad, and I heard nothing, I mean, not a single good thing about
I didn't even watch it, to be honest.
Iron Fist series, like, it was, I heard nothing but bad.
Nothing but bad.
Everybody. Do you think that kind of hurt, like, a lot in terms of, like, do we want to put him back out there because of that?
I think it hurt a little bit, but I don't think it, like, I only think it hurt a little bit because it's still more recent and fresh than, like, you got to remember some of the other stuff that they botched over the years that has come back and been, you know, pretty decent. So I think in that respect, maybe change the casting and just kind of start fresh type of thing. I don't know.
Definitely change the casting. You cannot have him come back at all. Like, that version is an alternate universe. You know what he did? Here's the new guy. He only shows up for the first part to show that he gets murdered, and then like the new version walks over his corpse, and it's like, this is the new Shang-Chi. I mean, this is the new Iron Fist. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, welcome the new Iron Fist. I didn't watch Iron Fist. Honestly, I didn't watch the Defenders show either. I watched.
You watched Jessica Jones?
I watched as much as I could handle of Jessica Jones, and while it was good, like, it bored me. Like it just, like, throughout the season, I was just like, whatever. So I kind of stopped. For me, it just wasn't as good as Daredevil, and Daredevil was what I wanted. Like, just what I was like, I couldn't get enough of the fucking Daredevil show. So I was like, whatever. And then Luke Cage was like the same thing. I thought Luke Cage was really dope in the beginning, and then, like, as the season progressed, I just found myself like, again,
it got boring.
It kind of got boring, which was really sad because
that is sad. Because I like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, so that is sad.
Yeah, see, Cam says Jessica Jones season 1 was solid. You hate her. I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm being real. Like, I enjoyed it up to a certain point. I thought it was mysterious, intriguing, everything like that. It was really cool. The villain was played pretty well, Purple Man. And so I thought like everything, all the elements were there. Maybe I need to go back and revisit it. I don't know, but it was just like at a certain point, I was just like, I'm not a fan of it. Like it's just not doing it for me. But yeah, Punisher was dope. Daredevil was super dope. And Luke Cage again. I really wanted to like Luke Cage so bad, and I did at first.
He's
and
such a
again,
cool
it was
character.
the same. It's the same exactly. It's the same thing though. Like, towards the end,
Russell Westbrook type dressing, but outside of that, he's a cool character.
Yeah, there you go. Luke Cage was great, and then they killed off the best character. But now he's gonna be Blade, so I'm not mad at that. Purple Man made Jessica Jones season 1 awesome. Yeah, so maybe I need to revisit Jessica Jones. Maybe I'll do that, but I won't. I probably won't. I'm definitely not gonna like revisit Iron Fist. Definitely not gonna revisit or like Defenders or nothing.
I can't get a single person, whether it's online, whether it's in real life, to say something good about that series. I'm like, that shit must have been that bad. That everybody's just like, no.
It had to have been, right?
It's just garbage.
I wouldn't know, but like nobody. I'm the same with you. Like I have not yet to meet anybody, and of course we're probably gonna get someone trolling in the comments, but I've yet to meet anybody who said that Iron Fist was a solid show. So that's just kind of. But if we were to get him like thrown into a movie with Shang-Chi, I'd be okay with that. Like as long again, we need someone. We need a fresh start. We need someone new. We need to just come in like pretend like we don't even know who the fuck he is.
And he has to have just badass fight scenes. You have to make his thing of just killer fight scenes throughout.
Yeah. Iron Fist was dreadful. Defenders wasn't good either. Yeah. There you go.
He's like, I'm not even gonna BS a troll.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna troll.
Like, no, it just sucked. That's what I hear though. That's all I hear is that no, this is garbage. It's the worst thing that is one. Some people this is what I say it's the worst that was ever put out.
Oh yeah, it could be. Well, I don't know if it's like the worst thing ever that Marvel has.
No, not worst thing ever. I'm just saying a part of the like Daredevils and all that stuff. And it probably is. To be honest with you, it probably is.
Let's see. Shang-Chi 2. I was trying to find that like what was that third thing that or like whatever the like number 3 or something was confirmed or like being made or something. I still can't fucking remember. If anyone knows what the new like the other news was, I know that Shang-Chi got confirmed for a sequel. Something else got confirmed.
It was these nuts.
Got him. Got him. Dude, I saw one the other day that was like the funniest thing where someone was like, I think Kentucky is the only state that starts with a K. And then someone was like, nah, Kansas. And he's like, Kansas nuts or Kansas dick fit in your mouth. I was like, oh my God. That's fucking genius.
That was great.
People are just going ham on those.
Going ham on these nuts, bro.
Going ham on these nuts.
On these nuts, bro.
Oh, we got a little this is not what I was thinking of, but we got a little teaser trailer for Into the Spider-Verse 2.
Oh, I haven't even actually seen that yet, but yeah, you're right. We did get that.
Yeah, it started out with Spider-Gwen.
Okay, cool.
Opening a portal, and doing a little peeping Tom on Miles. I think she was trying to catch him jerking off. I don't really know exactly what.
Getting a little weird there, but all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was like, damn, Gwen, like, you just gonna spy on this dude while he's in his room lying on his bed?
That's that crazy girl. She could open portals to him, watch what you're doing. You could never cheat on her, bro. You have a call, y'all talking on the phone. She's like, what are you doing? Like, oh, I'm just at home. She just opens the portal. Are you really? Oh, I don't see you at home. Who's that next to you? Like, you can't do nothing.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Your girl open portals?
And she can whoop your ass? I don't know. This is just a dangerous situation all around.
It's like dating It's like dating Jean. You can't cheat on Jean. You can psychically read what you're doing and what you're saying. It's like, this is the worst time. I don't want to date her. This is terrible.
Look, as long as you set the boundaries at the beginning of the relationship, right, that you're,
And then she like put some stuff in your head to make you believe that you're setting boundaries, but you're just following what she wants you to follow.
Exactly. Iron Fist suffered because it was compared to the other Netflix shows. It wasn't terrible, but it was nowhere near the bar that Daredevil said. So there you go. There's our troll in the comments telling us that Iron Fist is good.
That's the nicest thing I've ever heard about it, because everybody's like, no, it just sucks. They ain't know it was compared. They're like, no, it just sucks.
But the Into the Spider-Verse was super hype because it showed a little bit of action with Spider-Man 2099 with old
Yes,
Miguel
my favorite
Ojara.
Spider-Man, Miguel O'Harris.
Miguel
Yes.
Ojara.
Oh, that's my favorite
So yeah,
Spider-Man.
so
That's cool though. I love Spider-Gwen too, so that's cool too.
she jumps in and like goes through his sketch pad and like he's got a sketch of her. She's like, "Oh, I missed you too." Like it was a little awkward moment, which it was cool.
That's cute.
What's up, Callie? Yeah, so then they jump off obviously into the other dimension or into the Spider-Verse or whatever you want to call it, and then boom, Miles proceeds to start getting mollywopped by Spider-Man 2099, which was pretty fucking dope. And it was only like a 15-second, whatever, 20-second teaser that we got, but it was still enough for everyone to be like, oh yeah, he is gonna be in this movie. So to kind of get the hype back up. I can't wait. Into the Spider-Verse was one of my all-time favorite movies, period. Animated, live action, it doesn't matter. I've watched that movie so many. Like when it first came out and Alexis and I bought the digital copy, we were watching it, no joke, like every other day. Like,
I know.
It was so good.
Because you would tell me.
I know. Because it was good. And you're like, oh, I'm not going to watch it. I'm like, no, Chris, you got to fucking watch it.
Yep. And then I watched it. It was like, this is amazing. Yep. It was good. It was great. It was better than good. It was awesome.
Right. It is actually pretty fucking good.
Yep, this is actually pretty freaking good. It is. So no, I'm excited about the second one too, man. And again, like I said, Spider-Man 2099 is my favorite one. So like, oh man, he became Thor. Like his stories are great too, man. His stories.
You know what? I haven't really read outside of like the first series. I've read a couple of the issues, obviously like the first few, but I haven't like really like his newer series or anything like what he's involved with since the 90s. I haven't really kept up or read or anything like it. So you gotta recommend some storylines for me to get into as far as involving that character. Yeah, someone threw their Spider-Man 2099 books up for sale real quick after that trailer drop. I don't know who you might be referring to. It's definitely not me. So you can just take that bullshit somewhere else. Look, you gotta strike while the iron's hot.
That's right.
But but yeah, I'm pumped because they could still bring in some like new, like besides just Spider-Man 2099. We could get some other, new Spider-Verse characters kind of thrown in there. A lot of people talking about possibly Spider-Man India coming in, Aranya, Silk. So we still have a few that could pop. And then I think they were talking about Spot as a possible villain, which would be all right. I mean, I hope that's not the only one that they're bringing. But
that would probably not be the only one at all.
Yeah, so I'm pumped overall for that one, but I don't think we get this movie for a while.
So they never have a release date on it, right?
Let's see if there's let's see if they have a release date or anything. First trailer. Yeah, nothing's popping up as far as like release. Okay. Maybe, I don't know. If someone knows, feel free to tell me or let us know in the chat. But I'm not seeing anything as far as like when they're thinking about bringing it. It was October next year. There we go. Thank you, Cam.
Yeah, that was quick.
Cam knew. Cam's also hoping for Silk. Bring all the characters, man. Every fucking character in Marvel. Let's just throw into this movie.
I mean, it's a Spider-Man movie, so why not, right? We got to throw as much crazy stuff as.
Every one of those fucking characters better be in this movie. I swear to God, or I'm not going to see it.
Bro, it's what we gotta do for the Spider-Man movies. Just like the new Spider-Man movies coming out, having all these people in it. This one has to have it too. Just throw them all in there. Everybody.
I completely spaced. I don't know if I told you this or not. The other day, I thought because everyone was like showing that they got their tickets for the movie. Yeah, I did tell you that. We were on the phone. I told you this.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about how they got their tickets. They're so excited to see it. The Spider-Man 3 movie, and like people are fighting. They're already trying to sell scalp tickets for like thousands of dollars on eBay and shit like that, which is stupid. But like for some reason, I had it in my head because I get my days and dates twisted that movie was coming out like this past weekend. So like I was like, damn, I was like, I already had I thought like 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago that this was the weekend it was coming out, and I was like, damn, like I already had like all the shit that I was doing. I was doing a show, like going to Raleigh, doing this, doing this, and I was like, damn, when am I gonna have time to watch this fucking movie? Because I know it's gonna get spoiled for me. And then Alexis just looked at me, and she's like, it's not coming out for 2 weeks, you dumbass. I was just like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it just felt kind of stupid. It was a dumb James moment, but
I was testing you to make sure you knew when it was coming out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, come on, son. But I am very excited. Hopefully, I don't have to fight anyone for tickets. I know I'm still gonna try to go at like a weird
go
time.
to the theater, get your ticket. Some kids come up and stab you and take it and run in.
Yeah, dude. Like I might have to die to see this movie. I don't know.
You might have to die, bro.
I want a badass spider slayer. Oh, dude, that would be kind of dope. I don't care where it shows up. I just want J.K. Simmons in it yelling at Spidey. Oh, shoot.
It's so interesting how Spider-Man does like the Spider-Verse thing so great. Like even in the animated series when they did it in there, it was just freaking awesome. Spider-Verse, the comics version. All these times when they put the Spider people together, it's always good.
Yeah.
It's amazing that they can do that. It's always and it's always different. It's not the same neither. It's always different and creative when they put those guys together.
The release date will be pushed back because of COVID-22 variants.
Could happen.
I'm gonna roundhouse a small child to see this movie if I have to. Hell yeah!
I'm gonna
go see this movie with Cam because he knows how to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? So, look, why wouldn't it be a small child? I'm just saying they can sit on someone's lap. Get the fuck out of the seat.
And I'm the hardest one. I got you. Yeah.
Look, because you were talking about killing a dog. All right. So Cam also says, and I forgot Spider-Punk would be cool to one. Spider-Punk. The Spider-Punk, the Spider Slayer, which is like we get all the spider shit going on. Let's get it all cracking. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm down. But we have a
Spider
while
Black
to go
Santa,
for that.
he's gonna be in it too.
Yeah, Spider Black Santa.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so this movie, the Spider-Man 3 is I'll probably have to see it like Sunday during the day or something stupid, or like Sunday night maybe, or sometime that like not everyone's going. I know I'm not seeing it Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night. I can tell you that for a fact that I'm not going to be doing that. Even if I have to go like Monday afternoon or evening or something, I'll just wait till Monday.
Right. You'll be okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be the end of the world. I already know it's going to get spoiled for me. Like they've been dropping so many damn spoilers for this movie. This movie has more leaks, I swear, than
any other movie I can ever imagine.
Any movie,
no Marvel movies are closest. Yeah,
any movie in existence, any project that I can think of the last 20 years, there has been nothing that even compares. Because apparently someone in China leaked the whole fucking movie, like the script or whatever. I'm just like, damn, bro, like we couldn't wait. Just gotta wait 2 more weeks. We couldn't even do that. They're leaking like the end credit scenes have been leaked. They accidentally leaked the confirmation that Andrew and Toby are gonna be in it by like putting their names in the cast. And like just like dumb shit like that. I'm sure Lego leaked like 5 different things as well. So it's just like, goddamn. Oh, speaking of Lego leaks, I can't tell if it's real or if it's fake. Because Justin and I were actually debating if it was real or fake. But
it's real, James. I'm gonna be in MCU. It's real, bro. I can't hide from it. Lego already leaked me, man. It's bullshit.
Leak the script for free, but tickets sold for $10,000. How much of a chump do you feel like if you were to actually buy some scout tickets for thousands of dollars, only for the next day someone to leak the entire script online? Like, fuck.
Like, mother. I'm to find out it was the same guy who sold you the tickets.
Got him. Fucking got him.
Got him.
Lego leaked So you know how everyone's talking about how like Shuma Gorath was supposed to be in the next Doctor Strange movie. Like
Yeah.
Shuma Gorath was in What If, and they were playing it big, like there's strong rumors, whatever. I can't remember the damn character's name, but it's looks similar, and they're saying that's the character. Like apparently there was a leak of a Lego box with that character on. I can't tell if they're trying to troll to like do whatever, or if like that is actually real, because Lego is notorious for leaking shit like that. But I don't think it's real, because why would you build up Shuma Gorath in the What If, right?
And then not have him actually show up in there.
Yeah, and then not have that thing show up. So and then like also we're saying that Doctor Strange character, like you were saying, like that What If episode version of Doctor Strange, like the all powerful, everything like that went into it, including consuming Shuma Gorath, it is going to show up again either into the Spider-Verse or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So for me, like I feel like it's fake in that because of that, but I don't know, maybe Marvel pulled a spectacular troll and made us think it was gonna be Shuma in this.
That would be hilarious if they did that.
I don't know.
They better deliver, damn it. They better deliver.
I think it would be really cool to see a live action Shuma Gorath, to be honest.
Yeah,
so
that'd be neat, man. Of course, who knows how much of a nightmare it is to actually do it, but still, it'll be cool.
Cam says it wasn't confirmed that it was even Shuma Gorath in the What If, though. But who was it?
I mean, come on.
That'd be like someone in a Spider-Man suit showing up, and they'd be like, "But it's not Spider-Man, though." They never said his name. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like with technically, how long did it take before they actually said? Matter of fact, I don't think any of the Spider-Man movies, I don't think they ever actually say Uncle Ben.
Yeah, they do.
Are you sure? They got his name.
They do.
Well, not like maybe Uncle Ben, but they got his name. I don't think they really say Ben. I don't think they do.
Yeah, they do.
They got his name on the.
I just rewatched them, man. I'm sorry. They do.
They do? Okay.
Yeah. In Toby's version, they say it in all three movies.
I'm not talking about Toby's. I'm talking about the latest ones.
Oh, you're talking about Tom Holland. My bad.
Yeah,
okay, so no, I don't think they ever do say.
They have his initials on the briefcase, but I don't think they actually like say his name.
The briefcase. Was the briefcase in with Tom Holland?
Yeah, that's in the Tom Holland. They have his on, like, there's a briefcase and they have his initials
There's
up
a briefcase
there.
with Andrew Garfield. I remember the briefcase with Andrew Garfield.
Tom Holland's. Is it with Andy Garfield?
Yeah. Yeah, because he finds the shit in there, like in the calculator and stuff.
Okay.
I literally just rewatched some of the Spider-Man movies. So, but I think you are right about the Tom Holland one. I think he says uncle, like my uncle's passed or whatever, ever since we lost my uncle. But I think you're right. I don't think they ever say Ben. Look, Uncle Ben has been dragged. Uncle Ben has been dragged for 5 Spider-Man movies. Like, we do not need to bring this man any more pain. Like, just leave him on the rice box and call it a day. You know what I mean?
Bro. I still stick by it. He got the worst death in the fucking Andy Garfield movies because he died like a chump. It was so stupid. He had no reason to do what he did.
To jump after the gun.
It was one of the dumbest deaths I've ever seen.
And like he had the dude had no reason to shoot him either. Like he didn't even pull out the gun to rob the convenience store. He just fucking knocked something over, took the money and walked out. And he was running. And it's like I agree with you. Plus, like that was the biggest buildup that we had gotten so far with Uncle Ben. So it was like just when you were starting to like him as a character, he gets fucking gut shotted. Which and then dies within 30 seconds, which, I feel like that's not correct. Dude, getting gut shotted, you're gonna fucking have the most miserable, painful fucking half hour death that you've ever you could ever experience.
Nah, bro, because he was old. Uncle Ben died
because he was old. He saw Peter, he's like, fuck you, bitch.
Dude, I'm telling you, that was a suicide, bro. He killed himself on purpose. They was having financial problems. He deep down Peter. That's what really popped off, bro. He was cheating on his wife. She was finding out. Nah, bro, he about to get caught. Nah, fam, he had to kill himself, so he made sure he died. He faked his death to come across as a hero.
Yo, that would be the craziest twist of all time. Uncle Ben faked his death to come back in like Spider-Man 3 or some shit. And just clown Peter the whole time. Like, oh man, you thought I was dead? Got you. I got hidden cameras here and here.
Okay, so I'm about to tell y'all how the Spider-Man how this movie's gonna actually end. Here's how it really ends. So, you know, when MJ falls, it's gonna be Andy Garfield, who's the Spider-Man that saved her. He's gonna show up. He's gonna save her. Right? He's gonna be a hero. He's gonna fulfill what he felt saving Gwen. He's gonna do it this time. He's gonna save her. It's gonna be awesome. So then we're gonna have everything gonna work out. We all know it's gonna work out. But at the end credit is gonna be focused on Andy, and he's gonna be going back in his verse. And when he gets there, you know who's gonna be waiting for him? Uncle Ben. And Uncle Ben's gonna tell him, "I faked my death. I didn't really die." Because, like, when I got shot and I died in like 5 seconds, you just like walked away and left me. So
yeah, bro.
It's kind of easy for you to figure out.
Andy just fucking left him. Like, okay, well, he didn't really leave him. He screams for an ambulance or whatever. But like, it seemed like they just kind of glossed that over. Like, there's about 5 seconds of that. That would be funny though. Ben fucking fakes his death, and then he goes to work for Kingpin or some shit, like the mob ties.
That's what.
And then you find out
he works for Kingpin. Yep.
And then you find out Peter's parents are also working for Kingpin too, and like all three of them are just like,
we faked our death because deep down we just didn't like you.
It's like a dad from the 80s, bro. They just went to get a pack of smokes and just never came back.
Just never came back because we saw the potential that you didn't have. And then, you know what? You looked at the potential. You know?
Yeah, you ended up being super smart. They're like, hey, you know, we were just kidding, right? That was a prank, right? It was a prank, bro.
It was a prank. Now, let's use some of those spider powers.
Rather than Shumagorath, the one-eyed monster is labeled as Gargantos on the Doctor Strange Lego spoiler. He's gonna show up and they're gonna call him Ben Reilly. Oh my god, if Uncle Ben showed up as Ben Reilly, I would lose my shit. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh my god, yeah, definitely applause for that comment because that is hilarious, dude.
That is great.
If it is Gargantos, it's better than bringing in the Submariner than because that's one of his old. Hey, speaking of old Subby. You know, we got the Speedo man himself right over here. He's chilling. He's basking in the sun. You know what I mean? Baskin.
Speedos.
He's Baskin Robbins over here.
Yeah.
Baskin Robbins always finds out too.
As we get ready for Ben Reilly, we confirmed it first. Ben Reilly's going to be.
Yeah, you heard it here first from Cali Comics that Ben Reilly is actually Uncle Ben in another universe.
Yep. He's gonna show up at the end of the movie. End credit, baby.
Ben Reilly is a pretty dope Spider-Man, though. I gotta say, maybe we get to see him in the next Spider-Verse movie.
We could. We really could. I'll be shocked if he's I'll be shocked if he isn't. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure we probably will. Yeah.
Because I mean, where else are they gonna slip him in? We got Tom Holland. You were telling me Tom Holland has confirmed he has signed on for some more movies, so we're not getting rid of him.
That he's gonna sign on for at least 3 more movies.
That's dope. So at least we get to continue with that. We don't have to. Speaking of origins, we don't have to re-origin Spider-Man again.
It's just weird though, because he's also saying he has no problem. He did like another recent interview. He's like, "Yeah, I have no problem stepping down, though." Like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, Kevin Feige probably told him you weren't supposed to leak that information or something. And then he had to go back to, oh, yeah, I could step down, though. I mean, honestly, like, we have talked before about, like, the rigorous strain of being a character in the MCU.
Yeah.
As far as if you actually are supposed to be ripped, and Spider-Man is 100% supposed to be ripped.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the strain on your body is tough, but quit being a pussy. You're getting paid a lot of money for it.
Wow.
What I was gonna say real quick though, for this Spider-Man 3 movie, I really hope, because I know we're getting like all the versions of Spider-Man, right? So there's been like a little clip or whatever in the trailer with MJ falling and like reaching or whatever.
I'm telling you,
I
bro,
hope,
Andrew Garfield's gonna save her. I really do think that's gonna
dude, I hope Andrew Garfield tries to save her and fails again, bro.
He's the
Fails
reason why she
again.
dies.
And just
Tom Holland's
loses
going through
another.
each
Yeah,
dimensions
dude.
to hunt his ass down.
Yeah, bro. I hope that he fucking fails again. And then he just got, he's like, you know what, Uncle Ben, I'm coming home. James, you need to cosplay as Namor at the next con you set up at. All right, so bet Sunday I'm getting a pair of green underwear, and yeah, I'm gonna be Namor. Which, by the way, he looks a lot like Spock. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that before.
No, he kind of does. He kind of does. I've heard that joke many times. Yeah, he kind of does.
I don't know if he's Vulcan or what's going on. But yeah, I'm gonna get green underwear and a gold Gucci belt. And I'm definitely gonna have this 16 pack or whatever the fuck he's got. Look at his obliques, bro.
This 16.
What exercise do you even do to get that shit? The armpit muscle. How the fuck?
It's that Atlantis exercise, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot of swimming. That's a lot of swimming that he's doing.
Yeah, you ain't ready for it, bro.
Yo, bro, you ain't ready for that exercise.
You ain't ready for it, bro.
No, I'm not ready for the diet that you have to be on to get shredded like that. I ain't fucking doing this. You can't. For a guy who lives in water, he has an awful low water percentage in his body in this picture right here. This dude lives in water, but he's shredded like there's not an ounce of water in him. It's ridiculous. I don't know how the fuck. I'm going to be the fat version of Namor at the show. I'm going to be Namor without the muscle. That's going to be me. Oh yeah, the red version. If I get the red underwear, I'll be the evil.
All right,
Namor.
so yeah, we're expecting you to do it too. We want the Speedos, Gucci belt, everything.
Yeah, Speedo, gold Gucci belt, and love handles and a beer gut. That's gonna be
all of it. Yeah, love handles and the beer gut. Jesus Christ.
And a big phoenix tattoo on my chest. It's gonna be fucking.
They'll be like, wait a minute, why does he have a phoenix tattoo? Ain't you water? What is happening here?
Fat isn't made of water, but if you've ever like know anything about, I'm not saying that you don't know anything, but the bodybuilding competitions and shit, they have to fucking literally like not drink water to prepare for a show. They get ridiculous headaches, and they have to like dry themselves out to look shredded like that. So that's what I'm saying, like, it's ridiculous. The diet, first of all, the diet, because I eat way too much junk food to look like that. But like the diet that he's got to be on, and the fact that he lives in water, but he's that shredded, my man's taking something. Tren, D-ball, testosterone. I don't know what this dude's injecting, but he's got something going on.
He's taking those dolphin steroids, bro.
And he's taking dolphin tranquilizers and
right in the ass.
Right, like a suppository or like shot in the ass. Both, bro. He's taking both. He takes one pill up the ass and then takes a shot in the ass.
That's right.
And on that note, we are going to bring this podcast to an end. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't already. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging with our ridiculousness. Next week, we are going to be talking about the Fraction Run, as well as maybe something else if we do end up reading anything else. But yeah, appreciate it. Hang with us. We're going to have some cool content for you guys coming out too soon. And anything you want to add in, Chris?
Now, like you said, we got some cool stuff coming soon, and it's gonna be some good stuff. We might talk about some anime next week too. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, dope. All right, guys. Well, as always, stay villainous and
fuck the fantastic.